Overnight train to Almaty, which is the biggest city in Kazakhstan. Used to be the capital before Astana. It's about 10 hours away. Gonna see how the real people live. If I can get there. Спасибо. This is the world's longest train, this. Looks pretty nice, to be honest. Oh, they check your passport as you go in. Okay, hello.
Good evening.
Hello. You have very nice eyes. So I have to go left?
Yes, yes.
All right, thank you very much. And we're off.
"11 hours and a rough sleep later, and I arrived.
Let's see Almaty. No, thank you, my friend. I'm walking.
With a population of almost 2 million, Almaty is far and away Kazakhstan's biggest city. I wanted to see if I could find some signs of opposition to Nazarbayev's rule. I knew it existed thanks to an incident 5 years ago in Zhanaozen, in the far west of the country. State oil workers had spent months striking for better pay. Tensions rose on Independence Day and culminated in 16 workers being gunned down and killed by the police. Dozens more were injured. I was in Almaty for the 25th anniversary of independence, which was also the 5th anniversary of the Zhanaozen massacre.
I'm told Independence Day is a pretty big day here, but it's also a day that quite a lot of dissent happens. It's one of the rare moments that people actually take to the streets to protest the government and good old Naz himself. So I was hoping to stick around and see some of it. But it turns out the local authorities have found out we're in town and they have very different plans. They're literally forcing me out of here. They've booked me a minibus to go on a really random trip to a ski resort to see the mountains, which I don't necessarily want to do, but I really have no choice in the matter whatsoever.
The bus was waiting for me, ready to escort me to the mountains.
How long is the trip?
30-40 minutes.
30-40 minutes, okay. That's not too bad. Take a little cheeky nap.
My abduction had begun. First stop was an ice rink called Medeo. Someone from the Almaty mayor's office had turned up to tell me just how great it was.
So I'll just name a few facts about Medeo, you know, like interesting facts.
Go for it. Hit me with the facts.
Okay. So Medeo is the world's highest ice skating rink. Each year around 350,000 people come to skate in Medeo. And Medeo has the world's fastest ice.
This was a new form of dictator torture, death by 1,000 facts.
So now we are about to experience the longest distance between two stands for a cable car.
Really?
We headed further up the mountain and further away from the protest and dissent I'd been hoping to see in Almaty.
So yeah, the day of randomness continues. I'm now heading up to the top of the mountain. In the cable car behind me is a big group of Almaty's finest, most successful youngsters who have also been forced to spend a day here to try and sell the idea of Kazakhstan to me. How did you end up with us today?
When people asked me, I said, of course, yes, I want to share my gratitude to the country.
How would you sell Kazakhstan to me?
We are in the middle of Central Asia, with beautiful landscape.
I'm the only person up here who's not got skis, which adds to the pointlessness of it all.
We're really lucky that we have such a president.
It's easy to be skeptical about all the Nazlov, but at the last election, the president got a whopping 97.7% of the vote. That might seem like a bit of dictator vote rigging, but independent pollings confirmed his overwhelming support, thanks partly to his repression of the opposition and control of the media.
So while I've been stuck here all day with these guys, exactly what I thought was going to happen has happened, and that's that there was a reasonably big military parade that's happened in the centre of Almaty because it's the 25th year of independence, and there's reports online of dissidents having police cars parked outside of the houses to make sure they don't cause any trouble.
We were experiencing more interference from the authorities in Kazakhstan than I'd expected. But despite their best efforts to keep an eye on me, back in Almaty, I managed to sneak off.
I'm on my way right now to a dissidents meeting. I've been told that it's probably being watched by the Secret Service. Could even be bugged.
It's the world's smallest room, but it seems pretty busy. The meeting was being held to raise awareness about 2 dissidents who were recently sent to jail for 5 years for organising protests. But in amongst the dissidents were a couple of people who seemed out of place.
So these 2 guys down the end of the corridor, I'm pretty sure, are members of the Secret Service. Once we walked near to them, they just walked away, walked down the corridor. And they were making a lot of phone calls and taking a lot of pictures. So.
В ближайшие дни, что они будут на свободе, и спасибо вам большое за то, что сегодня пришли.